Hello everyone, Ruby Retrograde Tao Ente here, and what I'll be serving to you guys is an oracle deck that is coming from France and that I was able to snag at my local bookstore, thereby saving me on the exchange, shipping, and extra taxes rate. Although technically when you calculate it between euros and dollars, there was a slight, maybe a few dollars difference, but still it was just the fact that I wouldn't have to wait. I think on Amazon France it was gonna give me maybe a 3 to 4 week delay estimated shipping, like arrival time from France to over here. So but at least all I had to do in this case was bring it over here. So without further ado, I will present you the oracle and translate it to the best of my abilities. It is called Dis-moi Que Tu M'aimes. It's an oracle by Voglio Bene and Sandytatoo 2.0. So Dis-moi Que Tu M'aimes in English is Tell Me That You Love Me. This oracle actually came out in France back in November, maybe November or December, something like that, of last year. And I had seen it the first time, I want to say maybe, around that time. I want to say around the same time that it came out, November, December. And I thought the images and the concept was pretty cool. And that was the first time I was about to actually just order it straight from Amazon. But I kind of said, oh, let me wait and see. Let me, that waiting game type of thing. And in the end, I'm kind of glad I just ended up waiting, because it was just a few months between the first time I saw it and getting it now. So Sandytatoo 2.0, that's a creator. They created another oracle too, which I believe is called something like the art of tattoo therapy or something like that, if I remember quickly what it's called and I translate it. And so these two actually, they made a collaboration because they had met at an event, if I remember correctly how the story goes, and they decided to have this concept of oracle based on love. Now, it would have been awesome if I had found out that it, if I would have been to present it for February, because February, Valentine's Day and all that stuff. But it's not because it's now March that there's no love still going around. So what I'll do is I'll go to the back of the box and kind of read you quickly what it's about. So basically what it says here is that since always, love has made hearts beat, has made people's heart beat. Let's see, powerful energetic imprint, existentiel, sorry. It activates our most beautiful intention. Who has never wanted to know if an attraction was reciprocal, or if they simply wanted to know the intentions and sentiments of their soulmate. Born from the meeting of dang it, having to translate is kind of hard on the spot like this, but from two full of talent, two artists full of talents. This oracle of 44 cards, superbly illustrated, will bring you counsels, messages, as well as inspiring answers in the relationship, sentimental, and love spheres. Whether you are single, in a couple, polyamorous, or in a triangle situation, this box will seduce you with its modernness, and its capacity to answer all your heart's questions. Sorry for my butchering of my very rapid translation, but in short, basically, it's definitely a love, relationship, all of that sphere centric oracle. It has 44 cards. What I really liked of that concept, of the concept, and what attracted me to that particular oracle is, we'll see the cards of course in better close up, is that how they did is that they mixed old paintings and then put a modern twist to it. And I thought this was really, really cool. So inside the box, we should be finding 44 cards, the guidebook that has 264 pages, and as well as a bag. So that looks pretty cool. And I mean, even just that, like, look at the box presentation. Isn't that like super cool? And as a side note, this was published by Exergue. So let's open up the box. And so, you know, there's nothing really much in there other than just a kind of a antique gold color type of thing in there. Then we have the booklet. That is a chunky book. My goodness, wow. Nice flexible one, like pretty nice. So here we have Voglio Bene and Sandytatoo. Oh wow, this looks very lush. Okay, we'll take a look at this later. Then, getting in there, we have this velour feeling, like velour style bag. Passionate red. I hope the light captures how, like, it's a really nice red. So it's going there. So yeah, like I said, it's kind of like this velour feeling because it has like this, like a polyester backing type of thing. And then once we get those out of the box, let's put that away too. And this too. We have the cards. Of course, following with the theme that we saw on the box. Look at the shine, shine, bling, bling, sparkle, sparkle, golden edges. Look this, wowie, wow. Blind your eyes out. Let's look at the back of the cards. First off, there we go. There we go. Gone. Look at the back of the card. It is an eye. Feels very antique, but yet modern, I guess. Yeah. And the eye I saw the eye, and the first thing that it reminded me of is, if you remember that Cosmo Tarot, where it has eyes everywhere, but this would be the better version. This would be the better version, just so you know. Okay. In terms of cardstock, I mean, pretty industry standard. Nothing really much to complain about. It is glossy. Just putting my hands there, I can already see my fingerprints on them. So be aware. The ring light also, look at this. You can pretty much see it pretty well. And look at that. The eye has glasses. Woo. Okay. So let me take a look. Yeah, I think you could riffle shuffle with them. So what we're going to do, we're going to look. I'm already looking forward to this because I saw a few of them. I saw a few of those cards when I was checking them out on Amazon, and I thought they were already pretty cool. But hopefully you will think they are cool as well. So let's zoom in. Come on, guys, zoom in. And let's discover each of these cards. What I'll do is I'll translate real quickly the keywords there. They give you 3 keywords on each card, and it is also numbered. On the front of the cards, it has this there's a technical terms for these, and the name escapes me. If you know it, do write it down. But it has this really nice detail. It's going to bother me because I knew it too, but it's gold foiled in, so it's really cool. And that's pretty much the only thing that's foiled on the card. But as you can see, it's quite shiny, shine, shine, glossy. And you know what? And while I'm saying this, I think that's something I've noticed a lot in French oracle cards, especially. They like their glossies. They like their glossies. No, I'm pretty sure. I will have to look back at my French oracles, but I'm pretty sure like all of them, if not a great majority of them, are on glossy stock. But that is neither not here nor there. The very first card, which is prayer, wish, and faith. And here, I hope you can see what I mean by the mixing of, old portraits, and then just completely revamping them. Like, I mean, tattoos galore. Just the details here. it gives a totally different feel than if we were to look at that painting, like the original one. If we were to look at it how it was before the original one compared to this, it would totally give a total different vibe, atmosphere, and everything. So card number 2 is sacrifice, abandon, and devotion. And yes, there is nudity, seeing as they're taking, you know, antique paintings. So there too, there's treachery, trahison. Yeah, treachery, secret, and deception. And that expression captures the keywords perfectly, I feel. And then there's snake over there. Oh my gosh, I just had this thought coming in, but I'll say it after. So number 4 is oh my goodness, femininity, beauty, and natural. Something about the word, if I can say I can say feminine, but then any other derivative of feminine, can you tell English is my first language? No, it's not my first language. So there you go. And I kind of find it funny how the natural is in there, because all I'm thinking is like tattoos are not natural. If anything, it's like a body enhancement or something like that. I wouldn't consider tattoos natural, but now we have card number 5, which is patience, assurance, assuredness, and charismatic. And this is really cool. Then card number 6 is courage, temerity, and audacity. We'll go with audacity. Look at the cow. Even the cow got the tattoo treatment. No one is safe from the tattoos. Oh, and I think this might be the first male figure in there. So card number 7 is lover. Begin is like a beginning love, like and then admirer. Yeah, begin is like a little crush type of thing. And then here you don't see it because it's kind of hidden by the number. It says tattoo artist. Here we have card number 8, which is nostalgia, mentalization, and emotions. The image composition on the card so far, it's so cool. And here it says, I create, so therefore I am. Number 9 is passion, desire, and sexuality. And then here, like inside the frame here, it says, c'est trop aimé quand, ouais, c'est trop aimé quand on meurt. It's, okay, how can we, because directly translated is something like it's too much love when we die. Or no, parce que c'est quand on en meurt. So it's if we die of it, it's too much love. There you go. And I think I just noticed now that it's 2 people and not just 1 person. I thought it was just 1 whole person, but then I just realized right here, there's this lady just holding on to this other person who's having this total dramatic faint. Then card number 10 is hush. Well, motus shut is shh, and then motus is hush, and then silence. So basically here it says, be quiet my heart and tell me that you love me. Dis-moi que tu m'aimes, the box, like the name of the card. Here we have card 11, which is wisdom, temperance, and calm. This whole antique thing is so cool. Number 12 is hope, future, and project. And let me see what it says. Now, the only thing is that with the numbers here, it kind of blocks when it has a little sentence. Moi, j'ai besoin d'espoir, sinon je ne suis rien. I need hope, otherwise I'm nothing. Sounds a little bit dramatic. Here on card number 13, we have alimentation, comportement, équilibre. So alimentation will say nutrition, behavior, and equilibrium or balance. I don't know if it's just me or if you guys can see it, but I feel like in some of those cards, the paintings that they took as a starting like jump off points, I feel like some of them would be religious paintings or something. So here on card number 14, we have help, support, and anchoring, maybe grounding. Anchoring would be similar to grounding. He looks like a cool dude. I don't know. Here on card 15, it is couple, duo, and union. Lucky for y'all, all of these words are the same in English. Just can't get enough of the art. Now, card number 16 is liberty, autonomy, and mobility. And in that little box frame, what does it say now? Hold on one second. Ce beau printemps évaporer l'espace à notre liberté. This beautiful spring. This beautiful spring that faded away leaves space for our liberty. And then here's just hashtag Dis-moi Que Tu M'aimes, which is the name of the oracle. I don't know. Isn't it so cool? Like, it gives such a cool vibe. See, there you go. That is definitely a religious, like they took that from a religious painting. I'm pretty sure this might have been like Mother Mary or something. But in any case, card 17, this is intimacy, dream, and intuition. It definitely does give that vibe though. And then here, yeah, definitely look at this, all this floral explosion. Card 18 is abundance, yes, and harvest. Then here on card 19, we have generosity, compassion, and goodness. Then card 20 is party, friends, family. Like fete. Fete could also be celebration, party or celebration. You know, to have seen the terms friends and family, I would have expected to see people, but instead it's just animals. But you know what? I'm not hating on it. Now here for card 21, it is listen, analyze, meditation, or analysis. Here we have newness, departure, creation, or a start. Instead of departure, we could say start too. And then here it says she holds the world in her hands. Then here we have separation, no, end. As in the end, not end. And wait, hold on. What does it say above that skull? La vida. Hold on a moment. La vida es un sueño. Okay, I know it says life is, but I cannot think of what sueño is. So if one of you fine folks listening know what sueño is, do let me know. Put it in the comment section. It would be greatly appreciated. Card 24. Isolation, solitude, and sadness. And then here, what does it say? Oh, don't cry, Jeannette. Fly. Here for card 25, it is gratitude, divine grace, and again, harvest. Interesting. They use harvest twice on a card. Wait, hold on. What does it say? Nul cœur. Oh, jeez. Nul cœur n'est insensible. Okay. No heart is insensitive. It would be nice if they framed that thing better. Number 26. Correspondence, message, letter. She's looking gothy. Is it me? Even though she has all the frou-frou of like, I don't know, French court. And here we have optimism. Why can I not think of that word? And openness. Welcoming. There you go. Welcoming. I can use welcoming. And then here it says the world belongs to those who dream too much or dream a lot. Here it is discovery, dévoilement, uncovering, and like bearing oneself. Now we're at 29 and it says let go, breathe, and then accalmie is like a state of calm. Here at 30 we have smile, joy, and happiness. And then once again, hold on, let me. La haine obscurcit les esprits. So hatred casts a shadow on spirits. Then we have here at 31, future, anticipation, and preparation. Here we have enchantment, serenade, like a serenade, and minauderie is kind of like and I don't know the English, like the proper English word. It's kind of like a teasing type of thing, like you're not entrapment, but like you're kind of, let me charm you, woo, type of thing. It's the courting act. Now here, this gloomy guy, it is health, specialist, and finance. This guy does not look like some sort of doctor. Well, anything that would have to do with health anyways. Specialist, yeah. I don't know what he's saying in his fatalitas. See, and even the eyebrow tat, it says fatalitas. Fatalitas is like the ending of something. Come on now. Ain't nothing about health. Now here at 34, we have so respect and fidelity, and bienveillance is like goodwill. And wait, hold on, let me read proper because it's a little bit dark for me. Prends garde sous mon sein la grenade. Okay, oddly it says be careful, under my breast a grenade. I would have maybe, hopefully the booklet says something about all these little saying that they're putting in the cards, or else I don't know where else I would look at it. Now here we have justice, law, and protection. And here we have marriage, an agreement, and officializing. Is that a word? Officializing? Making something official. It almost looks like the box cover. So here is interview, rendezvous, and a meeting. She looks like an actress. What y'all think? Look like it would be an actress. Now we are at 38, and here it says intruder, an X, and then shadow. This is so fun. It's like gothy and then like super nice classic flowers. Now here it is efforts, fatigue, and like tiredness, like exhaustion. Exhaustion is almost. And look at even like just the gaze of the person. I totally get those there. And then the little crackle. I don't know if the camera is picking it up nicely, but like the crackle effect totally adds to that whole tiredness feel. Now here for 40, we have paranoia, craziness, and worry. And I don't have to translate this because it says it simply. Put it on a happy face. Here we have a pardon, liberation, and reconciliation. I will say, before I read those keywords, I thought it was a whole like martyrdom type of thing or sacrifice. Then here we have seduction, temptation, and flirt. And it says here, on se frottera un contre l'autre à s'en faire. S'en faire quoi, squelette? What? On se frottera un contre l'autre à s'en faire cramer le squelette. Okay, basically it's a way of saying that they'll rub on each other like to the point of like smashing their skeletons together. I think it's kind of like one of those we'll get it on type of sentences. Then here, oh, there you go, box cover. Je t'aime d'amour, it's like I love you so much basically. and here is a gift. A gift. A don is like, the word escapes me. Like a donation, and then surprise. Because the word don, there's two ways of saying it. Like there's a don, like you're giving like a donation, like a charity, and then there's a don where it's like a gift from like heaven, basically, or like a spiritual gift. And then finally, the last card, which is cleaning, karma, and healing. And alrighty, and that brings a conclusion to the translate everything in 0.3 seconds. So far, I hope that you are enjoying the images as much as I am, because every time I'm looking at them, I'm like, wow, and I just want to stay there and stare at them for a bit. But instead, what we'll do is we will shuffle. Now, because they are so glossy, the main advantage is that there is no issue for shuffling. But because they are glossy, cards will be more prone to flying out if you're not careful. So let me see. Let me shuffle that way. Yeah, no issue that way too. Although, like you see, I kind of started, I don't know if you can kind of see it. I started bending it a little bit. Just because of the way I do not the ruffle shuffle, but the riffle shuffle. Okay. So we will draw one card and we will check out how the guidebook is laid out and how the cards are explained. Oh, wait, there's one that fell out here. Okay, let's see what it is. It is card number 37. So interview, rendezvous, and a meeting. All right, so let us grab this chunky chunker of a book and let's look inside. So first off, it's like I want to say it's like magazine style paper. And here you'll see from the same author. So this is the Oracle of Tattoo Therapy. There you go. And then Good Mood Dealer. And then here they also made a book. So here we'll have the table of contents. So here, l'amour is basically, is most likely, it would be probably like a little intro. De l'amour pour toi. Then here the discovery of the oracle, the introduction, how to use the oracle. Then well, here it's just like a little breakdown. So say thank you to yourself, say thank you for everything, familiarize yourself with each card and connect yourself to the oracle, ask your question, des petits cœurs pour garder le meilleur, well, little hearts to keep the best, probably for interpreting, and then, you know, shuffle the cards. Then we'll have for the spreads, and then after that, all the cards. So I'm just curious to see. Okay, so I guess this is like a little intro. Yeah, just a little intro. And so, de l'amour pour toi. So it's just talking about how the oracle came to be. This is about the oracle itself. Now this is the actual introduction. My goodness, everybody's verbose. How to connect. Okay, so wait, did I see the page? Okay, so there are the spreads. So we have a 3-card spread. So this is this spread is about the real priorities. Then there's an SOS 1-card spread. So the urgent counsel, or yeah, the urgent advice of the moment, or active meditation. And then like a clarifying spread. So if you want to clarify a tarot card or an oracle. Then we have a first name spread. Okay, so basically, I think this brings in numerology here. So I don't know. I will have to take a look at it a bit more. Then finally, now we are at the cards. So here we'll go all the way to 37. So it seems the reason why it has 200 and some odd pages is because it seems like there's like 3-4 pages for one card. So here we have a full page copy of the card. I mean, almost true to size. The card number, the 3 keywords that we found on the card here, and then a little saying here. Here in this case, it says, heal and respect the person at first meeting, just like on all the others. So take care of the person when you first meet them and every time after. Then, okay, so now there's 2 pages. So it basically talks about the card a little bit, and then for the plus célibataire triangulaire, so I'm guessing for the single plus and in a triangle relation. So let me see if I translate what 37 here is saying real quickly. Okay, so your appearance and your style, your efforts in styling yourself are real assets, even if you don't really get the feeling that they are seen and appreciated to their plain, to their fullness. But you have to continue to please yourself before you please others. Ne te laisse pas aller ou séduire. Okay, don't let yourself go or be seduced by too much comfort to the detriment of your, wait, is it la ou ta? Okay, your class, especially during interviews and new meetings and other rendezvous, other meetings of like other daily meetings. Stay in a reste dans les codes d'une séduction, sûr de toi. Stay in a seduction code and be sure of you. I'm very grossly translating this, so if it's a little bit disjointed, I mean, feel free to kind of snap a pic and then put it through Google Translate, the Google Photo Translate. Hopefully it'll help you a bit more. But here in the section for the singles and the triangular, so here the advice is to lean on the importance of not letting anything go, or like not letting go in the first meeting, like your appearance, attitude. So stay natural but put together. So I think for this card, if I'm in between me reading it and translating it, it's talking about kind of taking care of yourself, whether for first meeting to stay taking care of yourself. Don't let yourself go, or like feel yourself tempted to let yourself go, because out of creature comfort. It's a little bit like, I guess, that whole thing that happened after, like, during the pandemic and after the pandemic, when people started coming back out. People started when you were home, working from home, you're staying in pajamas or your sweatshirts and whatever else, and now you have to go back to work and you're like, work clothes, what is that? Do I even have those anymore? So basically here it's just saying, whether it's the first meeting or the 50th, stay true to yourself, but always be looking good. Very roughly. So hopefully it's not too disjointed. If anything, like I mentioned, you could go back to the card and the page that I showed and just, you know, put it on pause and take your time translating it. But with that being said, it's already been quite the length of video. What I think of this oracle. This is a really beautiful oracle. I will, you know, I would deduct a little bit of point for the fact that it's glossy as all get out. But just, I don't know, the images are so cool how it was designed. I just can't, every time, like, I'm glad that I got it, because every time I would go back on that Amazon page, I would just spend a few minutes on each card just looking at them, because I thought it was so cool. The mix of I can't even really quite pinpoint the time period. Is it like antique, Renaissance? It's like, for some of the images, it feels like it was kind of like, I don't know, maybe Royal France or something like that. Others, they seem a little bit more recent, like this one, for example. Like, I almost want to say maybe it's like a 1920 type of thing, or maybe 1800s. But others, like, yeah, for example, this one, like, if I compare these two, this one I would say is an older, the source paintings for the two, this one would be older and this one would be more recent. But nevertheless, like, putting all that aside, they're all very cool. I would say, like, if anything, the only one that I might say might be a little bit of an odd one would be that one. To me, it seems to kind of throw a little bit of the whole thing around, but it's still, you know, it's still cohesive. It's still cohesive. The cardstock itself, like I mentioned, nothing much to complain. It's kind of standard cardstock, not too thick, not too thin. Although, for 44 cards, when I shuffle, I tend to, I get to put strong thumbs when I riffle shuffle, so it's just me having to be careful in shuffling them so they don't end up being overly, like, you know, super curved like this. But otherwise, it'll be fine. And then being glossy, no issues in shuffling. You just have to be careful that they don't suddenly fly out of your hands and you have to go and catch them. In terms of the booklet, 200 and some odd page seems a lot, but what it is that they decided, instead of, you would think at 200 and some odd page it's just packed full of information, but it's more that they decide to go for the art to me, because I mean, for each card it's the same size, like, if not a little bit bigger. Like, it's practically the same size. And I mean, take that off and put it on, like, on the next page or something like that, and instead of 4 page for one card, you would have maybe what, 2, 3, maybe 2 if they reduce the font a bit. So don't feel intimidated by the size of this booklet, basically is what I'm saying. But still, it's very art concept. Is that a thing? Can I say it like that? But it's still very beautiful. Like, it's so colorful. I would have to go through each of, like, that section so I understand better what the what is it called? What did they call it? The plus célibataire. So I understand what the plus célibataire here. I know it has to do with when you're in a relationship, but just so I understand it a little bit better. For this, definitely, because it's Dis-moi Que Tu M'aimes, tell me that you love me. Definitely an oracle card for relationship spread, relationship questions. Not necessarily, you know what? Yes, obviously for the romantic type, but, you know, for example, that card that we pulled about meetings, it didn't necessarily have to do with a relationship setting. It just had to do with an everyday type of thing. So anything, so it would be relationship, but, you know, relationship at work, relationship with yourself, with others, whether it's a loving, like a love interest or not, but it's definitely geared in that direction. Would I use it alone? Yes and no. because looking at these cards, the more that I look at them, the tarot card that I was imagining it, and I don't have this deck, but I think it's called The Art of Renaissance or Renaissance Art Tarot. It's the one where it's all antique pictures or antique paintings. And for some reason, every time I look at the cards, I'm like, this would seem like an obvious choice to pair this with. Or maybe it's too obvious and you want to like put it with something totally different. But I would like any sort of deck with an antique feel, I think would go very well with it. Or you could use it by itself. I mean, this definitely could be a daily type of pull, or for specific questions. I think it's versatile like that. Now, obviously, if French is not your first language, or you're not a fan of having a English French or French whatever language you're more comfortable using, having that type of dictionary or Google Translate right by your side. If that's not your style, then this probably won't be the deck for you. But if you're okay with French, if you are French, or if you're just, the images are just wow and you just want it, that is definitely for you. Because it has some nudity. I mean, if it's not a cup of your tea, then forewarned. If tattoos aren't your things, I mean, so far I think on all the cards except those that had like a straight heart here, I think on all the cards there's like some sort of tattoo action going on here. So if you're not, if nudity is meh and tattoo is meh, then maybe this might not be for you. But even then, I would give it a chance because this is so cool. Like, it looks so pretty. And for myself personally, I kind of wish that I wasn't glossy. That's the only thing. Just make or even like half of this gloss, because this is very glossy. Just make it like a little more matte, and this will be perfect. Because any sort of light that hits it, and then it's just like, boom, like flashes right in your eye. But otherwise, I think this is a really cool deck, and I think you should give it a try. I'll put the link to the Amazon France listing in the description if you're interested in getting one yourself. And then, if you have it yourself, let me know. How do you like to use it? Or if you were to get it yourself, let's say that this deck comes out in English or any whatever preferred language of yours, would you get it? And how would you use it when in your practice of tarot, like for other people, for yourself? Would you use the oracle itself or with other decks? And do you agree that the Art of Renaissance or Renaissance Tarot would go well with this one? So with that being said, I've been talking for quite a while. So thank you so much, guys, for taking the time to look at these cards. Put all your questions, your comments, and if I made a mistake while speed translating, I apologize. Put all of this in the comment section down below. Boop boop, down there. Yes, down there. And until next time, and another deck that I decided to show you guys that is part of my collection. Thank you so much, and I'll see you another time. Bye, guys.